In a landscape where artificial intelligence is revolutionizing our world, construction spending on key infrastructure reveals a stark contrast: explosive growth in some areas and a dramatic downturn in others. It's a story that highlights the uneven pulse of our economy, and one that begs us to question whether these trends are sustainable. Buckle up as we dive into the numbers behind data centers, factories, power plants, and office buildings, because what unfolds could change how you view the future of tech and industry. First off, let's talk data centers, those towering fortresses of computation powering the AI revolution. While billions upon billions have poured into AI infrastructure over recent years, fueled by an almost frenzied obsession with this technology, only a fraction of that money actually goes toward building the physical structures themselves. Think of it this way: a data center's biggest expenses are the AI servers inside, those powerful computers crunching data, and the massive electrical setups needed to keep them humming with energy. The construction part? That's just the shell, including the building, the land, and essentials like vac, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems to maintain the cool, stable environment these machines require. For beginners, imagine a data center as a high-tech warehouse where the real action happens inside. The building is merely the protective housing. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Data centers take years to plan and construct, so today's spending reflects decisions made well before now. Yet, amid the AI hype, construction costs for these facilities have skyrocketed, painting a vivid picture of the mania. According to the latest Census Bureau data, spending on data center construction jumped 25% from last year, hitting a scorching $3.7 billion in August. That's nearly a 400% increase since early 2021. Over the past 12 months, a whopping $38 billion has been allocated to building these digital powerhouses. But here's the part most people miss: this isn't just about rising construction prices. The Producer Price Index for construction of non-residential buildings shows inflation in that sector has only ticked up by 1% over the nearly 3 years starting in 2023, after a huge 37% spike in 2021 and 2022. With construction costs barely rising and data center spending surging by 219% in the same timeframe, it's clear the boom isn't driven by inflation. It's the direct result of the AI frenzy. In other words, people are building more because they're betting big on AI's future, not because materials cost more. Shifting gears to factories, the picture is even more explosive. Construction spending on manufacturing plants has been blazing at nearly $19 billion per month over the last 6 months through August, marking a 219% rise since 2021 and a 41% bump since 2023. Over the past year, that's added up to a staggering $228 billion invested in factories. While this pace remains hot, it has cooled slightly from its 2024 peak, possibly as resources get diverted to feed the insatiable appetite for data center builds. Reports of bottlenecks, labor shortages, and even immigration enforcement actions, like ICE removing workers from sites, such as a Hyundai plant, might be contributing to this. For context, these aren't your grandpa's factories. After years of moving production overseas through globalization, there's a big push to bring manufacturing back to the US. These new plants are designed to be highly automated, churning out complex, high-value goods like advanced electronics or precision machinery. And this is the part that might surprise you. Within factory construction, spending on plants for computers, electronic, and electrical equipment has exploded by over 400%. That's more than 15 times the amount since 2021, jumping from $570 million to $8.86 billion. Now, it makes up over half of all factory building activity. Other major categories include factories for motor vehicles and parts, batteries, semiconductors, and chemical production. To put it in perspective, factory construction spending in August stood at $18.8 billion, which is a full 5 times larger than data center spending that same month at $3.7 billion. It's like comparing a blockbuster movie to an indie flick. The factories are dominating the scene. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this factory boom a smart bet on America's industrial revival, or just another bubble waiting to burst if AI enthusiasm fades? Critics might argue that relying on automation could displace jobs, while supporters see it as a path to innovation and self-sufficiency. What do you think? Could these highly automated plants really usher in a new era of US manufacturing dominance? Moving on to powerplants, things get even more intricate. Building these energy giants is a marathon. Long timelines, sky-high costs, and layers of regulations make it a tough endeavor. Data centers guzzle electricity, so utilities or tech companies must expand generation capacity and upgrade transmission lines to deliver that power. But this process drags on for years, and it's fraught with uncertainty. Utilities are understandably cautious about sinking billions into power plants for data centers that might become obsolete if the AI craze fizzles out, leaving their investments as stranded assets. Think of it like building a highway to a ghost town. Despite the hesitancy, construction spending on electric power installations, including plants and transmission, has accelerated to nearly $10 billion monthly this year, reaching $9.8 billion in August. This follows two major surges since 2019. From August 2021 to August 2025, monthly spending has climbed 29%, and cumulatively from 2018 to 2025, it's up 69%. Yet, keep in mind that planned projects won't appear in these numbers until shovels hit the ground. And this is the part that could spark heated debate. Are utilities playing it too safe, risking blackouts if AI demand explodes, or are they wisely avoiding a potential waste of resources? Imagine if the AI boom crashes. Would these power investments end up as expensive white elephants? It's a delicate balance between foresight and opportunism. Finally, at the other end of the spectrum, office building construction has taken a nosedive, plummeting 35% from its August 2021 peak through August 2025. Note, this excludes data centers. Much of this decline stems from projects planned years ago, back when commercial real estate was thriving, before the office sector collapsed. For example, remote work trends have left many buildings underutilized, leading to vacancies and financial woes as we saw in related crises. So, there you have it, a boom in tech infrastructure and factories, fueled by AI and reshoring, juxtaposed against a bust in traditional offices, reflecting shifts in how we work and live. But is this just a temporary imbalance, or a sign of deeper societal changes? Will the AI mania lead to prosperity or a painful correction? And what about office spaces? Can they reinvent themselves, or are they doomed? I'd love to hear your take. Do you see these trends as opportunities or warnings? Agree or disagree with the idea that AI is creating stranded assets in power? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss.